Welcome to some more League of Legends. So this time around we're looking at solo top, and we're looking at X to the Z. Oh my goodness gracious, his talents are 3 and his charge is audacious. And that's Xin Zhao for those who aren't aware. And it looks like we're against Wukong. Wukong's a bit stronger than I think Xin Zhao is, just because he'll prevent me from trading effectively, but we'll see. So let's talk about runes and masteries. Rune wise, I'm running flat armor, armor pen marks, flat armor seals, flat magic resist glyphs, and then flat attack damage quints. I feel like this will give me a mix of offensive to deal with Wukong. Mastery wise, I am running 9-21-0, grabbing attack speed, attack damage, and armor pen in offense, and then just health and resistances and stuff in defense. So let's take a moment to look at the other lane matchups. As I've said, I might have some problems with Wukong, we'll see. We have Twitch and Nami versus Leona and Varus. Depending on how good our Twitch is, he could snowball that lane easy. With the Nami and Leona, I think Nami is going to be better. If Nami plays the cards right, they should be able to bait Leona into a lot of free harass, but we'll see. We have Jungle Riven and Jungle Nunu. Jungle Nunu is fairly strong at counter jungling, so he's gonna be effective no matter what, I think. Jungle Riven I'm not too thrilled about. And then for mids we have Annie and Orianna. Orianna should be able to deal with Annie, but she'll have to watch out for that flash Tibber stun. Alright, so since we're top against a heavy physical damage dealer, we'll grab Cloth 5. So let's talk about X to the Z. Oh my goodness gracious, his talents are 3 and his charge is audacious abilities. His passive is Challenge. Xin Zhao challenges his target with his basic attacks and audacious charge, reducing its armor by 15% for 3 seconds. Only one target may be challenged at a given time, so it's an okay passive. There's nothing bad about it. Next we have his Q, which is what I'll be starting with. It is 3 Talon Strike. Xin Zhao's next 3 basic attacks deal a ton of bonus physical damage and reduce his other abilities' cooldowns by 1 second. The final strike also knocks the target into the air, which is fantastic. Moving on from that, we have Battle Cry. Passively, Xin Zhao heals himself for an amount of health every 3rd basic attack, and then when you activate it, he gets a ton of attack speed for a couple seconds. And after that we have his E, which is Audacious Charge. He charges and challenges an enemy, and the enemy takes magic damage, and as well as enemies nearby, and it also slows them. So that's pretty good. And then we have Crescent Sweep, his ultimate. Basically, Xin Zhao swings his spear around him, deals deals physical damage plus a percent of the target's current health and physical damage, and knocks enemies back. He also gains magic resistant armor for a duration as well. However, if a enemy that has your challenge on them is hit, it will not knock them back. It will in fact keep them where they are. Oh wow, that's failing at what? That's failing at the last hitting. Jesus. We'll just ignore him, really.
The warrior spirit is never broken.
So we're doing really bad at the last hitting this time around. Grab. Battle Cry. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Victory calls.
Didn't quite get him, but we did a lot of damage. So. And picking up the first blood. Bam! So, Xin Zhao has a ridiculous amount of damage early game, you might have noticed there. We just bam, punched him around basically. Alright, so we're gonna go back now since we dropped him and pushed the lane. No point in hanging around. We're gonna initially grab a ward. We definitely need a site ward. Bam. And then we're also going to rush and lock into the Iron Solari for the defense, but I want to, well, I want some sustain first, so we'll grab Vamp Scepter. Like our battle cry gives us sustain, but I'd rather some more as well.
Only actions truly speak. Always forward.
Then we'll just bam. We're just gonna auto attack instead of focusing on last hitting just for right now. Getting some harass doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna fight him because there's way too many minions there, and the chance of us actually walking away from that are not good. So, once we drop these minions, though, if he wants to fight, we'll fight him. We'll meet him on the playground at noon. We'll be like, "Sup, bitch?" Then he'll be like, "I'm gonna get ya," and they'll be like, "Guess what? No, we got you, bitch." Then we'll take his lunch money. Because why the F not? And now we'll come down here and drop a ward. And I mean, you'll see right there, like, we just barely went in there and we fucked his day up. We'll pop a health pot. And pick up a kill on Annie. Everyone seems really surprised about what the fuck just happened there. And then fuck up the Nunu, can't really gank us, so we do too much damage for him to hurt us rather, so. Alright, so we got the lane pushed, we'll head back. So Xin Zhao snowballs fairly hard if he gets items, which is just fantastic. We're gonna grab boots, and then no, that's not what we want. We can either go Bork or we can go with some health. I'm thinking we want to go with the health for the moment, and then we'll get back to work on our Bork, maybe. Oh, come on, do not get a kill. Oh, no, 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 no.
My king commands.
Our team just gave Wukong a double kill, and here I shut him down.
Only actions truly speak.
Well, it's gonna make our lane harder. I also gave him blue buff, so he doesn't have to worry about mana when harassing.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Victory calls.
So there's two ways we go after this. We go Audacious Charge for more damage, or we go Battle Cry for more sustain. We'll pick up another kill on the Wukong. He cannot trade with us at all, which is funny.
Sound the march.
And we'll just sustain back up off this.
Do not bore me.
Our ribbon's not doing too hot, it looks like.
An enemy has been slain.
Press the assault.
So we'll head back here. We had lane pushed. We can get our locket, which is fantastic. So we'll grab that.
It shall be done.
And that'll give us a nice little shield, as well as some health, armor, and cooldown reduction.
Always forward.
We should have got a ward too. That's my bad.
The warrior spirit is never broken.
Nunu's coming top. We just saw him go through.
Perish with honor.
Fuck yeah! And that's how Xin Zhao rolls. As you can see though, Xin Zhao getting ahead really doesn't do well for the enemy team. Cause Zin's early game is so strong that, you know, him getting ahead early game while already being really strong just pushes him further. Reminds me a lot of Garen actually, in that regard. Put some pressure on this tower. Alright, we got the tower pushed a bit. We're gonna go back and work towards our Bork some more. So we can get our cutlass as well as a dagger.
A Demacian does not retreat.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
looks like Nunu's top, so. And we'll just push this out. So I max 3 Talon Strike first, and then I go to Battle Cry, although you can do Audacious Charge second. Audacious will give you a bit more damage, I feel. Well, a bit more burst. I think the attack speed from Battle Cry will overall give you more damage, but
Their lives are forfeit.
I'm not necessarily concerned about dropping this tower, so I'm not gonna try and push it too hard. As honestly, I'd rather keep it up as long as possible, but just gotta get fed off the top. But I mean, I can roam now, so that's also a thing, I suppose.
The warrior spirit is never broken.
An enemy has been slain.
A Demacian
Shut
does
down.
not retreat.
We couldn't quite get the Wukong. We're not fast enough.
Unstoppable.
It shall be done.
Dominating.
To triumph.
Mostly has to do with the fact that we just don't have tier 2 boots yet. So.
Has been slain.
And we'll pick up a kill on Nunu.
Victory calls. To triumph.
Pick up a kill on the Annie. And BAM! Back to the Z, oh my goodness gracious. So, yeah, at this point, the game I think is pretty much over in our favor. Either they'll surrender at 20 or we'll just end up pushing and winning. That being said, I mean, never count them out of the game either, because they could still very well bring this around with a couple key plays. Like, if we make a bad mistake and they capitalize on it, they'd be able to bring it back, so. Anyways, we'll grab Blade of the Ruin King next, and a Negatron Cloak towards a Merc Treads. Or no, Magic Mantle, wow. Towards Merc Treads. I'm going Bork for the fact that it's going to give me a fair amount of damage for having not built any damage at all. It'll give me a little bit of attack speed, a little bit of attack damage, lifesteal, but it also, the big thing, is going to give me that HP shred. So,
A Demacian does not retreat.
And we go getting a free dragon. We're gonna push this out and then we'll go mid probably. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So la la la, just hitting the minions, like stealing so much monies. Alright, so now we're gonna go back mid. So something cool to note about Xin Zhao is like if you get behind people and you use it, you can knock them towards your team. So
Your team has destroyed a turret.
The warrior spirit is never broken. Their lives are forfeit.
gosh, barely survived that. Oh god. Kids, do not try that at home. That may or may not work out for you. And now we'll grab Merc Treads and we could go something like Black Cleaver, we could go Frozen Mallet, we could go Sunfire Cave. Or not, it's GG. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this game, and I hope it helps you with your X to the Z, oh my goodness gracious, his talents are 3 and his charge is audacious plays in the future. And I will see you all next time.